A legacy forged in revolution, the birth of the U.S. Army and Navy. The United States Army and Navy, two pillars of American military might, share a common origin in the fires of revolution. In the summer of 1775, as tensions with Great Britain reached a boiling point, the Continental Congress took a fateful step, authorizing the formation of both a land army and a naval force. The Continental Army, comprised of citizen soldiers, would carry the fight for independence onto the battlefields of a nascent nation. At the same time, the Continental Navy, though smaller in scale, would challenge British dominance at sea, disrupting supply lines and striking blows against the empire's maritime power. These two fledgling forces, born out of necessity and fueled by the ideals of liberty, would play pivotal roles in securing American independence. The Continental Army, led by General George Washington, faced immense challenges in its infancy. Short of supplies, lacking in training, and constantly outnumbered, the Army nevertheless persevered through sheer determination and strategic brilliance. From the harsh winter encampment at Valley Forge to the decisive victory at Yorktown, the Continental Army demonstrated its resilience and fighting spirit, ultimately forcing the British to recognize American independence. The Continental Navy, while lacking the resources of its British counterpart, proved to be a persistent and resourceful adversary. Commanded by skilled officers like John Paul Jones, American warships harassed British merchant shipping and engaged in daring raids, disrupting British operations and boosting American morale. Though ultimately disbanded after the war, the Continental Navy left an indelible mark on American history, demonstrating the importance of sea power in safeguarding the nation's interests. The legacy of the American Revolution is deeply intertwined with the origins of the U.S. Army and Navy. From their humble beginnings, these two branches of the military have evolved over centuries into the formidable forces we know today. Their shared history serves as a reminder of the sacrifices made by those who fought for American independence and the enduring importance of military strength in safeguarding the nation's freedom. Guardians of land and sea, distinct missions, shared purpose. The U.S. Army and Navy, though distinct in their domains and operational approaches, share the fundamental purpose of defending the United States and its interests. The Army, with its boots on the ground, bears the primary responsibility for conducting land-based military operations. This encompasses a wide range of missions, from defending U.S. territories and engaging in ground combat, to conducting military occupations and providing humanitarian assistance. The Army's motto, "This will defend," encapsulates its unwavering commitment to safeguarding the nation from all threats, both foreign and domestic. The Navy, on the other hand, projects American power across the vast expanse of the world's oceans, tasked with maintaining freedom of navigation, projecting power across oceans, providing humanitarian assistance, and engaging in maritime security and warfare. The Navy operates globally, ensuring the safety of sea lanes, deterring aggression, and responding to crises around the world. The Navy's motto, "Forged by the Sea," reflects the rigorous demands of maritime service and the unwavering dedication of its sailors. Despite their different operational environments, the Army and Navy are bound by a shared commitment to national defense. They collaborate closely in joint operations, leveraging their unique capabilities to achieve common objectives. Whether it's the Army providing ground support for a Navy amphibious landing, or the Navy transporting Army troops and equipment across oceans, the two branches work in tandem to safeguard American interests. The distinct missions of the Army and Navy, rather than separating them, actually strengthen their bond. They recognize that the defense of the United States requires a multifaceted approach, one that leverages the strengths of all branches of the military. Their shared purpose, rooted in the defense of freedom and the preservation of peace, ensures that the Army and Navy stand united in their commitment to protecting the nation. Structure and might. The organizational backbone of the Army and Navy. The U.S. Army and Navy, massive and complex organizations, rely on clearly defined structures to ensure operational efficiency and effectiveness. The Army, the larger of the two branches, is divided into three main components: the Active Army, the Army Reserve, and the Army National Guard. The Active Army, comprised of full-time soldiers, forms the core of the Army's fighting force, ready to deploy anywhere in the world on short notice. The Army Reserve, consisting of part-time soldiers, provides additional manpower and specialized skills when needed, augmenting the active Army during times of war or national emergency. The Army National Guard, while primarily under state control, can be federalized to support national missions, playing a crucial role in domestic operations, disaster relief, and homeland security. The Navy, structured differently than the Army, organizes its forces into four main fleets based on geographic regions: the Atlantic Fleet, the Pacific Fleet, the Indian Ocean Fleet, and the Mediterranean Fleet. These fleets, each responsible for a specific area of operation, provide global reach and operational flexibility, allowing the Navy to respond rapidly to crises and maintain a continuous presence in strategically important regions. Within these fleets, the Navy deploys a variety of warships, aircraft, and specialized units, each contributing to the Navy's overall mission of maritime dominance. The sheer size of the U.S. Army and Navy is a testament to their importance in American defense strategy. The active Army boasts a force of approximately 480,000 soldiers, while the reserve components, including the Army Reserve and National Guard, bring the total number of Army personnel to over 1 million. The Navy, slightly smaller in terms of personnel, consists of over 340,000 active-duty sailors, supported by approximately 100,000 reserve personnel. These numbers, staggering in their scale, reflect the enormous responsibility entrusted to the Army and Navy in safeguarding American interests. The organizational structures of the Army and Navy, though distinct in their approaches, reflect the unique demands of their respective domains. The Army's hierarchical structure, with its emphasis on chain of command and centralized control, is well suited for the complexities of land warfare. The Navy's more decentralized structure, with its emphasis on fleet commanders and independent operations, reflects the vast distances and unique challenges of maritime warfare. Despite these differences, both branches share a common goal: to maintain a highly trained, well-equipped, and ready force capable of defending the United States and its interests. In today's complex and interconnected world, the importance of collaboration between the Army and Navy cannot be overstated. Joint commands bring together the unique strengths of each branch, creating a force that's truly greater than the sum of its parts. By working together, they can tackle challenges that would be insurmountable alone. This synergy not only enhances operational effectiveness, but also fosters innovation and adaptability. It's through these joint efforts that we can ensure the security and prosperity of our nation. In the modern era, the synergy between land and sea power is more crucial than ever. The Army and Navy work hand in hand, creating a formidable force capable of responding to any threat. This convergence ensures that our military remains versatile and effective, ready to face challenges on multiple fronts. Technological innovation is at the heart of the U.S. military's strength. From advanced weaponry to cutting-edge communication systems, the Army and Navy are constantly evolving. These innovations not only enhance our capabilities but also provide a strategic advantage on the global stage. The relentless pursuit of technological excellence keeps our forces ahead of the curve. In a rapidly changing world, adaptability is key. The Army and Navy continuously adapt to new threats and evolving geopolitical landscapes. This flexibility ensures that our military can effectively respond to crises, no matter where they arise. By staying agile and responsive, the U.S. military maintains its position as a global leader. As we move further into the 21st century, the roles of the Army and Navy continue to expand. They are not only defenders of our nation but also key players in humanitarian missions and global peacekeeping efforts. The dedication and professionalism of our service members ensure that the United States remains a beacon of strength and stability in an ever-changing world.